One of the patterns we're really doing is we're offering product choice. We're making it easier for our subscribers to have a choice of what products they use in a given domain. And when I say domain, what I'm talking about is like functionality. So you could have a showing domain, you could have a transaction management domain. And what are the products and services we're offering our subscribers in that given domain, and how are those driving out the best competitive products in that domain? We believe offering choice is a great way to offer competitive products and drive out that experience for our subscribers. Anything you do always brings a little bit of complexity. And when we offer product choice, it makes the needs of the provider a little more complicated as offering the ecosystem. So as an MLS, we offer an ecosystem. And if we offer choice of products, we've got to make sure those products integrate. Integration is not hard to do, but it's a requirement to give out great product choice. When you add more integration, you generally make the ecosystem a little more complicated. It can still be managed, it can still be done properly, but offering that choice into the ecosystem makes it a little more complicated to manage, and how you do that's very important. The other thing we've all seen is as you add choice, that digital experience can get very substandard. If you don't offer integration and manage the ecosystem properly, it becomes behoven on the subscriber to be that integration point, to be that person that has to work all the different systems and make it work. They have to go into the showing platform, make it work, and then go into another platform. So how you manage that integration, how you address that complexity of the ecosystem is very important, and the provider of that ecosystem needs to do a good job of that. It's not only tough for the provider of the ecosystem, it's also tough for the consumer, the subscriber, the customer of the ecosystem. A lot of people that provides products in domain, and let's use the showing domain because that's a hot domain right now, they give siloed product. So you as a subscriber of that product, it works great if you're only using that product, if everyone in that ecosystem is using that product. But as you add choice, these siloed products that don't work well together give a terrible experience. And what that can cause is what we call product tethering. You choose a product, you're bound to that product. It's a marriage. Getting to a new product is very complicated. You want product choice to be like a dating. You want to be able to change your mind and not for it to be a big deal. If it's a marriage, then you really don't have product choice. The first choice you make is a choice you're stuck with. So as a subscriber, you want to have product choice and be able to change products as new products come into the marketplace or better products for your particular need come along. And then there's always the issue of product overload. If you have too many products for the subscriber, it can be overwhelming. It can be too many choices for them, especially if you don't walk them through that choice. So I've laid out the concerns from both a provider of the ecosystem and also a consumer of the ecosystem. So you may be thinking, so product choice isn't a great thing. But yes, it is. And one of the ways we can achieve product choice is, as you can guess, we're at a RESO conference, data standards. It's that common language we speak. It's the same analogy everyone uses when you talk about standards. We all agree to speak the same language to make all these problems a little easier to manage. Let me give an example. I've got a 3-year-old daughter. Yes, I'm 50 with a 3-year-old daughter. And she's bilingual. She speaks Spanish and English pretty well. My Spanish is so-so. My English is a little bit better, I think. And we were at the table together having a discussion, and I said a phrase in Spanish. My 3-year-old daughter corrected me, said I had said the phrase incorrectly. Now, I view that, I think there's 2 reasons I tell that story. The first is if you've never been corrected by a 3-year-old in the public, and she's been right and you've been wrong, give it a shot. It will really straighten out your ego. You'll be very calm after that, so give that a shot. The other part is she was indicating to me, at least I believe she was, that if we're gonna have a conversation, we've gotta follow the rules. We've gotta agree to that common language and stick with it, because that makes the collaboration easier for us to manage. The same things with standards. It makes it easier to collaborate, which then reduces the barriers to entry for others. My daughter and I are having a Spanish discussion. Someone else speaks Spanish comes along, they can come right into the conversation. If they only speak English, they can go to Google Translator, they can still find a way into the conversation, but the entry is greater. The common language we can all speak with RESO with standards makes that barrier of entry of new products entering the marketplace much easier, which simplifies product choice, because I can let new things into my ecosystem in a much quicker way. And when things can come into the ecosystem in an easier way, you get innovation. The cost for entry is such that innovative products and services can be brought to market into your ecosystem in a much easier way with less risk. Those standards drive that out. So we believe standards allows us to provide our ecosystem, provide new products in our ecosystem in a much easier way. The other part, let's drive a little bit deeper of how standards drive this out, is interoperability. You can think of this as, we all know what that is, ATMs. Remember when the ATMs came card out? You can take your ATM card and go anywhere. You can go to any bank, pull your money out, and off you go. I bank at USAA. I can go to a Capital One bank and choose whatever product money I want, take it out and go. That ability for that network, that ISO standard that drove that network out to work together to solve a business problem is pretty powerful. And if we think about the same thing in the showing domain, how are all the product and players in that showing domain going to work together to bring value? Later today, some of my peers from IMRED and CRMLS will talk about that, how to achieve that real-time integration between all the players. But it's key that if you're going to provide product choice, that the products work together to solve that business problem. If you provide product choice and they don't interoperate, you've created a broken, disjointed ecosystem that no one wants to be part of. And the other part is portability. I said before, if you have product choice, you got to be able to move. And one of the things that's important when you move is what do you do with the data that's behind? How do you move that data around? For this, the example I think that's appropriate is cell phones. You have a cell phone provider. I'm right now using T-Mobile. If I want to go to AT&T, I can go to the AT&T store, give my cell phone number, they'll transfer it. It may take a day or so, or half a day, but at the end of the day, I've moved to a new provider and my cell phone has come with me. That ability to move, to take my number with me, is why I have product choice. If that number stayed behind, I probably wouldn't move. I'm like, I've had this number for 10 years, I'll just stay with T-Mobile. The fact that I can take the number with me increases the odds that I'll move to a new platform. So that portability and that interoperability is key that the providers provide that. Now let's go to the subscriber side of this. If I have product interoperability, I can have a much better digital experience. If we stick with the showing example, I'm an agent. I use showing platform 1. I'm another agent. I use showing platform 2. If they don't interoperate and I go to request a showing, that's a terrible experience. The agent either has to learn both tools to make it work or just hope that the request gets where it's going. The ability for the two products to interoperate drives out that product choice and drives out that digital experience we're looking for. The other part, and I think this is key, is you've got to really allow for product change. If product change is not an option, product choice is not really an option. If it's too hard to change your products, if it's too hard to move from product A to product B, then you're going to be tethered to that product forever and you're not going to get the benefit of having multiple choice in your ecosystem. So if you're not giving your subscribers, if you're not leveraging data standards to support that product change, you're really positioned in a place where they only get to make the decision once. If they don't choose the right product, they're beholden for that product forever. And that's one of the places I really think the standards can drive out is how you move that data from point A to point B. And one of the things I'm a big proponent of is real-time data exchange. We have a tendency to do a lot of replication, pick data up, throw it over the wall, pick data up, throw it over the wall. I love the idea, and the web API really drives that out, is if we know the performance of these APIs, if we're able to leave data where it belongs and move it around via APIs at a real-time nature, these things like product change, interoperability, and portability becomes much easier. If we're always picking data up and running it around and chasing after it, you can support that, it definitely works, but there's some downsides to that the industry's got to manage. Other industries like financial technologies and things of that nature have really moved into a case of the data kind of stays and people move around it. It's how you get your balance in your accounts. It's not like the data is all over the place, it stays there. It's exchanged via APIs to the ATM, to the point of sale system, to Venmo, to PayPal, and all the various services you use. But regardless of how you solve the problem, I think interoperability and portability are key that we get those problems solved. I think data standards are a great way to achieve that. So in closing, one of the things I want to make sure we all understand, or at least from Bright's point of view, is product choice is a great way to offer competitive products. Providing choice to our subscribers, we believe, empowers them to choose the best product or service to support their business need. We believe that interoperability and portability driven by standards is a great way to support product choice. If your products interoperate and work together in a given domain in a way that's beneficial to the user, you're going to have a much better digital experience and much more likely have happy subscribers. Another key point of that is portability. You've got to be able to change your products at the right time. You can't be beholden to a product for life. And so the ability to move from product A to product B is a key feature that we have to support. But neither one of these options work if everyone in the ecosystem doesn't align to that standard. It's key that we all agree that standard is what we want to move with, and we're going to move forward with that standard as a group, because that's the power we're losing to support, is aligning with the data standards and leveraging those to drive out product choice and product selection across the entire ecosystem. So with that closing, I hope you picked up a couple simple things. Enjoy your door prize. Hopefully that was a good door prize. And I hope you understand that we believe at Bright that the product choice is a great way to go forward, and standards is a great way to support that. Thank you.